time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
Well, back here with Chief Meteorologist-tg-Shuck, and we were just talking, a lot of people maybe lost on them just how lucky we were last week and what a bullet we dodged.
Yeah, very much so, and that's why you always need to be prepared even with that. I mean, there's a loop that shows all the reported tornadoes, wind damage, hail damage from the beginning of last week to the end. And the Tuesday event just to our north, the Wednesday event just to our southwest, literally this gap right through the heart of our viewing area. So we were very, very fortunate in that regard. And we had a great weekend and a great Mother's Day, and today's been fairly nice. Now, it's going to be a little wet and stormy, not looking at anything as far as organized severe weather. I mean, the threat's really, really low end, if that. So just general rain and storms tomorrow and then into the day on Wednesday. Thursday, that looks to be the pick day of the week. Sunshine highs into the 70s and warmer. It's still a little bit unsettled, it looks like, as we head into the upcoming weekend. A few little specks of green here and there. Other than a sprinkle, I really think the surface too dry for this stuff to hold together. It'll be later on tonight. A lot of cloudiness down south, and that really has had an impact on temperatures. Now, it's conceivable this evening that things could potentially saturate enough up from top to bottom, especially down south where the clouds have been lingering a while, and we've got that southerly flow bringing up some moisture to squeeze out a stray shower or a few sprinkles. Everything organizes back closer to that area of low pressure, which will sneak in here tomorrow. Mount Sterling, Montgomery County Courthouse, 72. There's your southwest wind at about 10 to 15. That's what we've seen much of the afternoon. Had a good bit of sunshine early, mainly mid-level overcast, Casey County near Liberty, Kentucky Mesonet. You see temperature there at 69. So there's several spots down across our southern counties that are only into the 60s. Now we're low 70s here in the bluegrass region along the I-64 corridor, but we pressed 80 earlier, and there's been a lot more in the way of sun, Indy over to Columbus. But I mentioned those dew points. Usually you got to hit 60 or above for it to feel a little muggy, and we're in the low 50s, so it's fairly dry. But you see those 60s out west. Those will be shifting eastward as far as the dew points as the low spins through here during the day tomorrow, and it's going to carry over, I think, into Wednesday as well. So clouds continue to thicken up, and again this evening, if you feel a sprinkle or two, don't be surprised. It's really after midnight and then getting into the day tomorrow. That area of low pressure will spin through. Could see some heavier downpours. Definitely expecting some thunderstorms out of this. Very, very low end severe threat, if any at all. One thing to note, though, this time of the year, when you get an area of low pressure spinning right overhead, you'll have a lot of shear regardless. And there was a situation last week in West Virginia. The threat was low, and you can get a sneaky little strong storm to develop. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. I think we'll be in good shape. And then the stuff, I think, will linger into Wednesday on the backside for a while as well. But here in the short term, through tomorrow and into Wednesday morning, our totals are going to vary. You get underneath one of these heavier downpours, you could easily see 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Elsewhere, maybe a little bit less than that. So the low kicks eastward, but wrap around and some energy hanging back. That's going to keep the clouds around and keep the rain chances. But as I mentioned, Thursday, that's our day. Mostly sunny, nice. We'll bump back up into the upper 70s before that next system comes in here on Friday. So I mentioned the bit of back and forth as far as the occasional rain and storms, but we will squeeze in a good day on Thursday. Here's the 7-day forecast tomorrow. Again, pretty solid chance of rain and storms with those clouds and the shower chances lingering on Wednesday. Thursday looking nice, and you see Friday through the early part of next week. It's not going to rain all day every day, but we are looking at some rain and storm chances, but at least it's going to be warm with afternoon highs back in the low 80s.